Here we're going to be given a graph, and we're going to have to go through and fill in all the information that goes along with it. Looking here, analyzing quadratic graphs. My graph is over here on the right. I need to go through and first find my vertex. My vertex, remember, is always this point here where my quadratic graph, my parabola, changes direction. This point is located at 1, -9. Now my axis of symmetry, is the line that divides this graph in half so that it'll reflect over onto itself. This axis of symmetry in this case, remember, is always the same as my x value of my vertex, so it's x equals 1. Now since this graph is opening upward, I have a minimum value. That's the lowest point that the graph will go. It's a minimum value. The minimum value is the same as the y coordinate of my vertex. Looking at this now, I need to figure out what is my domain. The domain, remember, is all the x values. So what could x possibly be? With our parabolas that are functions, the x can be all real numbers. It could be anything we want it to be. So all real numbers. Now my y value, though, my range, which is the y values, they cannot be all real numbers because we do have a minimum value, the lowest point that it'll go. Now, my range is going to be y greater than or equal to -9. It means go all the way down to -9 and everything above it, but do not go below there. My y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point where my graph crosses the y-axis. This point is located at 0, -8. Next is asking for my x-intercepts. My x-intercepts, those are denoted by ordered pairs. That's these two little points here and here. My x-intercept is going to be -2, 0, and 4, 0. The roots. Roots are the same as my x-intercept, so that's a -2 and a +4. Zeros. Zeros are the same things as roots, which are the same things as my x-intercepts. So it's going to be -2 and +4. And again, it's asking for solutions. Solutions are the same as zeros, which are the same as roots, and the same as the x-intercept. So again, it's going to be -2 and a +4. Looking at another example, doing the same thing here. This time our parabola is opening down. So my vertex is located right here. That's the point of 2, 8. My axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is this point that goes right through my vertex, the vertical line, and it separates into two pieces, so that would be x equals 2. It's the same value as the x coordinate of my vertex. This one, since it is opening downward, it has a maximum value, and my maximum value is going to be the same as the y coordinate of my vertex, which is y equals 8. My domain, the domain is going to be the same as it was in our last one. It is going to be all real numbers. Now my range in this case is going to be y, and it's going to be less than or equal to this time, since it is going down. It's everything below this value. It's below the value of my maximum, which is 8. So y is less than or equal to 8. I now go and locate my y-intercept. My y-intercept is this point right here. My y-intercept is located at 0, 6. My x-intercepts are right here and here. This point here and this point right here. So it is located at -2, 0, and 6, 0. Next it asks for the roots. Well, the roots are the same as the x-intercept, so I again have -2 and 6. Now I'm asked for the solution. And for those zeros, well, the zeros are the same as the roots, which is the same as the x-intercept, so again I put -2, I put 6. And lastly, I'm asked for my solutions. Well, my solutions, those are the same as my zeros, which are the same as my roots and the same as my x-intercepts. So therefore, I rewrite -2 and +6. We have now gone through and analyzed everything that we can about these particular graphs of parabolas. Good luck with your assignment.